ASMRxist news. Alright, so gunmen blast into Nigerian prison and free 1,800 inmates. Owerri, Nigeria. Tension gripped a town in southeast Nigeria on Tuesday. This is from CBS News. A day after gunmen blasted their way into a prison, freed more than 1,800 inmates, and then looted a police station. Local inhabitants said the town of Owerri was calm, but the mood was apprehensive, as residents said they worried about violence from escapees or being caught in an attack by the security forces. Yeah. You're the one. You're the reason I looked this up, Dev. Also, what am I doing? Fucking go follow Devolution. They're a fresh streamer, and they need some views, folks. And they're rad. They're also a leftist who is, I don't know, would you describe it as someone who interrogates the language of media language? That's kind of the vibe I got from you reading the news last night. So if you're interested in like media bias or like the way that things are written in the media, you might want to go check them out. Awesome. So let's continue. Quote, many are afraid that the escapees may return, while others are thinking that the security forces will come for a reprisal, said local journalist Damien Durui-Hioma. I'm so sorry if I'm fucking butchering that. I feel I'm so bad with non-Anglo fucking names. I'm like okay with Spanish names because I'm Mexican and I grew up around Chicanos, but like I also don't know Spanish, so anyway. Security in the area was heavy, he said, noting that the areas attacked have been cordoned off. Gunmen using explosives and rockets blasted their way into Owerri prison at dawn Monday, engaging guards in a gun battle and breaking out inmates. The Nigerian Correctional Service said a total of 1,844 inmates were freed. The burned documents are seen inside correctional facility in Owerri, Nigeria, April 5th, 2021. Hundreds of inmates escaped from the prison in southeast Nigeria after a series of coordinated attacks, according to government officials. A senior prison official told AFP, the Associated Free Press, that some of the prisoners had returned and a hunt was underway for the others. Nigerian turmoil. This is just a link to another thing. Local media said the state police's main office in the town was also raided by the attackers, who looted its armory and torched dozens of vehicles. Resident Chisoba Eke told AFP that, quote, everyone is being careful while going about their normal businesses. Another inhabitant, George Onyemua, again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering. I'm probably screwing up all of these names, but I hope I'm not. Shared his concern. A situation where police and military equipment were destroyed, and you were asking if there's apprehension? He asked rhetorically. People think there may be reprisals. We do not know about who the perpetrators are, but I think the government needs to do something before it gets out of hand, he responded. No group has so far claimed responsibility, although President Mamadou Buhari called the attack an act of terrorism carried out by anarchists, quote unquote, and urged security forces to capture the assailants and the escaped detainees. Prisons in Africa's most populous country are often overcrowded. As many as 70% of inmates are on remand and can be held awaiting trial for years. Imo State is part of a region that has long been a hotbed for Nigerian separatist groups and where tensions between federal authorities and indigenous Igbo population are often high. If I remember correctly, I think the G is silent in Igbo. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, separatist movement, has recently been posting videos on social media of dozens of its militiamen in training. But IPOB spokesman Emmanuel Powerful, that is an amazing name. Emmanuel Powerful. Emmanuel Powerful. Emmanuel Powerful. It's such a good name. Such a good name. Rejected any involvement in the prison break, sending a statement to AFP that dismissed such accusations as lies. Calls for a separate state of Biafra in the south are a sensitive subject in Nigeria after a unilateral declaration of independence in 1967 sparked a brutal 30-month. Wow. After a unilateral declaration of independence in 1967 sparked a brutal 30-month civil war. So according to Wikipedia, we're just gonna look at this real quick, because I know just like of the smallest amount of about Biafra, other than the singer, the vocalist for the Dead Kennedys, Jello Biafra, named his stage name literally after the country of Biafra and the gelatin product Jello. Biafra, officially the Republic of Biafra, was a secessionist state in West Africa that existed from May 1967 to January 1970 during the Nigerian Civil War, so the 30-month Civil War. I hope we're getting a little bit of tingles off just doing weird, random triggers. I have you can't really tell, but I bite my nails, so my nails are not very long. And by not very long, I mean practically non-existent. Oh, sorry, that might have been kind of loud. But what if we... This is like a little pen with an eraser top, kind of. I know this is all over the place. Sound off if you have any suggestions. I need to set up more channel points for ASMR stuff so that, like, I don't know, you can request trigger words or whatever, or me to say your name, or stuff like that. Stuff like that. So, Biafra was formally recognized by Gabon, Haiti, Ivory Coast, Tanzania, and Zambia Other nations which did not give official recognition but provided support and assistance to Biafra included France, Spain, Portugal, Norway, Rhodesia, interesting, South Africa, and Vatican City. Biafra received aid from non-state actors, including Joint Church Aid, Holy Ghost Fathers of Ireland, and under the direction of Caritas International. See, Confederation of 165 Catholic Relief Development and Social Services organizations operating in over 200 countries and territories worldwide. And the U.S. Catholic Relief Service, Médecins Sans Frontières, or that translates to Doctors Without Borders. See, Doctors Without Borders. It's an NGO, non-governmental organization. NGO, non-governmental organization. After 2.5 years of war, during which almost 2 million Biafran civilians, 3/4 of them small children, died from starvation caused by a total blockade of the region by the Nigerian government. Oh, this is very depressing, I'm sorry. Biafran forces, under Nigeria's motto of no victor, no vanquished, surrendered to the Nigerian federal military government. The surrender was facilitated by the Biafran vice president and chief of general staff, General Major Philip Effiong, who assumed leadership of the Republic of Biafra after the original president, Colonel Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, fled to the Ivory Coast. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to apologize, because I'm sorry. I'm terrible at these names. After the surrender of Biafra, some Igbos who had fled the conflict returned to their properties. But the conflict returned to their properties, but were unable to claim them back from new occupants. We'll forgive you eventually. It's not like it's another language or anything. Yeah, I always feel bad. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's some white guilt bullshit. Who knows? At least I acknowledge I'm fucking it up. Thank you for the follow, Mackenzie Teeson _S. I appreciate the follow. That's the most endearing take. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're too sweet to me. This became law in a after the surrender. Okay, return to their properties, but were unable to claim their land back from new occupants. This became law in the Abandoned Properties Act of 1979. I saw an ASMR comrade and had to, hell yeah, dude. Thank you. If you would like, sorry, I'm trying to do all the things. Check out my YouTube channel. It's where we this video will be not the VOD, but like parts of it, the ASMR parts of it, because I've not done ASMR the whole time. But this VOD will eventually be up on my YouTube channel, but also that has all the reading stuff that I do, the ASMR Marxism reading. We're doing Wretched of the Earth right now, so if you would like to read along with that, we're gonna have that. That's up there. We're on the 4th or 5th section right now of the book. I think I think there's 12 videos uploaded. Also, just there's all my other stuff. There's all my stuff if you want to check that out. Yeah, check out my Discord. I know it's in there, but oh, thanks for the YouTube sub. Oh, I forgot. Was that last night, Zach? I can't remember if that was last night or 2 nights ago. But yeah. I forgot I was still I was still like recording or streaming while that happened. I thought I had hit end stream after I rated out, but I guess I don't know. But yes, thanks for the sub, Mac. Also fucking join the Discord if you want. We watch movies sometimes and chat, and I throw news and like dumb stuff on there. So if you want to do that, feel free to join. We're pretty chill. I'm just getting alerts on there from the trash man himself, Brian. Oh, and then do I have it? Yes. Also, yeah, we've done we've only done a few so far, but I want to do more of them. Also, this just happened. This just dropped today, but I guested on Psychic Dolphin Garage. So if you like leftist comedy podcasts, or if you like me, or if you like them, I'm on their most recent this episode, and then I will be also on their Patreon episode on Friday. If you want to give those a listen. I'm just giving shameless plugs. What are these? Oh no. I do not want to hear this video. Silence this video. Yeah, so there was a civil war. And yeah, this part's really okay. Wait, this is really screwed up. So after the surrender of Biafra, some Igbos who had fled the conflict returned to their properties, but were unable to claim them back from new occupants. This became law in the Abandoned Properties Act of September 28th, 1979. It was purported that at the start of the Civil War, Igbos withdrew their funds from Nigerian banks and converted it to Biafran currency. After the war, bank accounts owned by Biafrans were seized, and a Nigerian panel resolved to give every Igbo person with an account only £20. £20. Jeez. Federal projects in Biafra were also greatly reduced compared to other parts of Nigeria. In an inter-society study, it was found that Nigerian security forces also extorted approximately $100 million per year from illegal roadblocks and other methods from Igbo land, a cultural subregion of Biafra in what is now southern Nigeria, causing greater mistrust of the Igbo citizenry towards the Nigerian security forces. Yeah, I think the next watch party we're gonna try and do is gonna be Frida, as per Rye's request. Also, if you don't follow Rye, they're another ASMRxist comrade. I'll send you the link to their YouTube channel as well, because that's where they do, well, basically the same thing that I do on YouTube. They're in the middle of reading The Conquest of Bread. So give them a follow if you don't already. change up the music and or at least the channel in a minute. But yeah, I'm glad you're taking the time to go through this Be Offer page because I have no clue about most African social or political issues. Yeah, me neither, to be perfectly honest. I only know very little amounts, mostly from what I've from reading, like Wretched of the Earth. Oh shoot, what is? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna do this off stream, just cause. Oh, okay, so, so, this is, oh shoot, here we go. So, this is the Black Star News. So this is Milton Alamati. I think let's look at it. Founded in 1997, the Black Star News has scored several investigation news scoops, including I do not donate to Wikipedia. Lethal error. Also, hello. Why do you ask? Founded in 1997, the Black Star News has scored several investigative news scoops, including an incident at Morgan Stanley where the firm paid an informant to entrap a dismissed African American employee to disrupt a lawsuit he intended to file. A corporate lawyer who fleeced money from settlement awards he'd won for elderly Jewish Holocaust survivors, a racist decade-long vendetta against a Queens resident of Guyanese ethnic Indian ancestry by officers at the NYPD's 106th precinct, a major corruption scandal where Uganda's foreign minister earned about $30 million from the United Nations through a fraudulently acquired contract. Cases where a prominent New York City union has not vigorously stood up for behalf of dues-paying members when allegedly wrongfully suspended or dismissed, and many more. The Morgan Stanley scoop. Okay, so yeah, this is Milton Alamati. Yes, lethal error. I am aware that that Wikipedia runs off donos. They also source most of their information from donated material, right? Volunteers write those bits. Yeah, so, oh man, wait. There we go. Make it easier to read. Milton Alamati attended the Graduate School of Journalism at Columbia for an MS degree. He won prestigious James Wexler Memorial Prize Award in International Journalism at Columbia. He has MA and bachelor degrees in economics from Syracuse University. Journal of Commerce and the Wall Street Journal, where he interned. He was a freelance reporter for the New York Times, a reporter and deputy managing editor for the City Sun before founding Black Star News. He is also adjunct professor of African history at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, or at CUNY. That's City University of New York, or City College of New York. He can be heard every Tuesday morning at 7:10 a.m. Oh, 7.10 a.m. Wait. My God. Sorry. 7:10 a.m. on WBAI 99.5 FM or WBAI radio as a guest on the morning show. I'm gonna drop that in chat. I know. I don't really know. What was I gonna say? I haven't really. I need to look at this website more. But Milton Alamati was also. I found out about Black Star News, and Milton Alamati specifically from Michael Brooks. Rest in power, Michael. Fuck. Sorry, you can I'm getting a little at a loss for words. So for those of you who don't know who Michael Brooks was, he was a talk show host, basically. He had a podcast called The Michael Brooks Show. He was also on The Majority Report with Sam Cedar. But he died of like a kind of like a freak medical condition suddenly during the pandemic, July 20th, 2020. He was really, like, honestly, one of those people, like one of those rare, like extremely rare people that like leftists in the US, like, kind of regardless of who they were, like, I don't think I've ever heard any leftist, like, from you know, quote unquote anti-tanky anarchists or whatever, to, like, you know, radical, you know, wild, I don't know, self-proclaimed tankies or whatever. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk bad on Michael Brooks. He was just that good. He was charismatic. He was like a really like kind and caring dude. That doesn't mean he didn't, you know, talk mad shit, because he did. But like, everyone who knew him loved him, and he was just like an amazing voice on the left. And it's like, it's a real bummer that he's gone, because that kind of voice doesn't come around very often. There's, yeah. So he'll be missed. But the long and the short of it is that he's the reason that I know about Black Star News, and Milton Alamati. Milton Alamati on the Michael Brooks Show, after they've like reformatted the Michael Brooks Show a little bit, with people, you know, his sister Leisha, sorry, not Misha, and like some other folks who worked on the Michael Brooks Show. They like kind of have taken up the mantle of that, and on a kind of memorial show, they did, or like a tribute, I guess, a tribute to Michael Brooks. Milton Alamati talked about, like, he had, like, within, like, a year before, thanks, Steph, like a year before he had, Milton Alamati had lost his sister to, I can't remember what exactly happened, but his sister also died, like a year and a half or a year before Michael Brooks. And, like, you know, he talked about how, like, how Michael kind of, like, helped him, yeah, but, like, on July 20th, 2020, Brooks died unexpectedly at the age of 36. A press statement said that the cause of death was a sudden medical condition. On the majority report, Brooks' sister Alicia reported the cause of death was a blood clot. Later, it was discovered that Brooks died of saddle embolus. They had a doctor on the show to kind of talk about what exactly that was, and it's a mixture of, like, a couple different things that, like, you know, went undetected, and could have very possibly been avoided. Anyway, sorry, I'm sorry to bring it down to some really sad shit, but he was an awesome dude, and we don't, you don't get a lot of these people in the world, at least not with a platform. Like, I can probably count on one hand the type of person be like Mike. I like me like Mike also. But yeah, be like Mike. Be kind to people. What is that? What is the line? Yeah. Wait. What is this? Yeah. Be ruthless with systems. Be kind to people. So this is from. Fuck it. We'll read this. Oh, and you see my name on there. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? This is gonna go on YouTube. They'll fucking find my real name. Who gives a shit? Dox me, motherfuckers. But let's read this quick Medium article. Here's that doc again, if you want to read. Uh-oh. Maybe, wait. Whoops. Oh, fucking whatever. Okay. Sorry. Just doing dumb shit on my end. I'm not trying to time myself out. I'm trying to delete this. Why can't I just fucking delete this? There we go. I can't believe it took that fucking long to do that. But yeah, let's read this article. Let me share. Copy link. There we go. Try that. Try that link. Oh. Oh, sorry, I just saw that message in Discord, Dev. Thank you. Maybe I'll actually post it up on the also 99% invisible rules. We're not gonna. I mean, I guess we could play it on stream because Roman Mars's voice is very, very ASMR. But maybe we won't. But I won't throw this on here. Anyway, okay. Let's read this. Let us read this. You should be good now. I think I took it so that people can post links. We're not big enough for. I don't think I'm big enough for people to post shit links and then me to be like, oh fuck, So I think you should be able to post links now. I'm pretty sure I changed Nightbot to do that. But if it times you out or triggers the bot or whatever, I will catch that. Okay, so this is from Adam Quake on July 22nd, 2020, so 2 days after Michael died. He starts with a quote from Michael Brooks: "Be ruthless with systems, be kind to people." On July 21st, 2020, a dear friend, educator, leader, and organizer died suddenly. I woke that morning as any other. Coming to in a sleepy haze, I decided to check the TMBS Discord, and that's when it happened. TMBS is the Michael Brooks Show Discord, and that's when it happened. There was a new channel entitled Rest in Power. Oh dear, I remember thinking nervously, I wonder who passed. One of the older generation of leftist thinkers we've come to respect so much? A famous musician, artist, politician? Who? It never crossed my mind for a split second that our Brooksy would have been taken from us. The sun dawning was like a blow to the liver, like the rug being quite literally dragged out from under me. I now know this was the same for thousands of people all over the world, which is in some small way comforting. I first came into contact with Michael, like many, through the excellent 5 times award-winning Majority Report hosted by Sam Cedar. I believe my first real introduction to the man was an off-camera laughter, nay cackle of the biblically infectious variety. And that was my interest sparked. That's a bit clunky, but whatever. During this particular time, I was going through a depression, a low, shrouded in a darkness, in a type of pain I dared not imagine existed. In fact, I never thought such a place even possible. It is and remains beyond any fiction I have read, beyond any depiction in any movie I have ever seen. I was suicidal. The Majority Report, Sam Cedar and Michael Brooks played a big part in helping me out of that godforsaken low, by bearing witness to their act of fighting back, their struggle, and how they made use of the tools they had available to them. This inspired me to at least try and turn my life around. In my darkest time on Earth, Sam and Michael Michael's to and fro had me at times in stitches. And after the laughter died down, they made me think. Years later, I am an employee of my local community social enterprise. I hold the post of community maintenance officer. I'm a member of both Plaid Cymru, the Welsh Social Democratic Party, and Yes Cymru, the movement for Welsh independence. I've become a politically active leftist. I once messaged Michael and explained my position, asking him what more he thought I could do politically, and he said, "Brother, you're already doing it. Keep in touch and make sure you keep networking." I told him all I do really is litter picking and the watering of flowers in the community. I weed the war memorial and public spaces when needed. He replied that people like me are the foundation of small communities, the core. Each time I got in touch with Michael, he always answered briefly, sometimes, other times in more detail. I shared music with him, book recommendations, etc. He felt like a distant relative, someone I never met but shared a link with, a bond. We both had huge respect for Thomas Sankara, for one example. For those of you who don't know who Thomas Sankara is, he was the revolutionary leader who led Burkina Faso to independence, and was assassinated by, I can't remember if he was killed by his second in command or was sold out by him and then assassinated, but I'm pretty sure it's the former. The fact that he defected and touched so many lives is only testament to the man's greatness. And yes, my use of the word greatness is entirely intentional. He embodied for me the type of analysis and leadership I'd always craved on the left. A masculine yet sensitive dude who loved basketball and hip-hop as much as he loved learning. He retained a deep understanding of the complexities of policy. The world and life balanced with the ability to goof around and to make light of heavy issues. Michael had it all, everything you can want from a modern political commentator in the age of YouTubers, Twitter, and Discord. Man, he made me laugh a lot. And he also made me rethink my attitudes, and genuinely, he made me want to be a better human being. So much of the noise in my head, the stuff I struggle to articulate well, Michael could weave into a stream of consciousness and make it totally accessible. I listen to Michael each week on a Wednesday whilst working in the streets of Bethesda, tidying the roads, watering the hanging baskets outside the shops and public areas. TMBS, The Michael Brooks Show, MR, The Majority Report, The Antifada became part of my weekly routine. The Antifada is another podcast that kind of spun off of The Majority Report. Now that's gone, a chapter over. I do hope Mr. Leck and Mr. Griscom, that's Matt Leck and David Griscom, who also work on the Majority, or on, I think they both work on the Majority Report too, but The Michael Brooks Show, continue their work, and I know that many, if not all, current TMBS members will support them no matter what they choose to do in the future. But I will miss Michael Brooks. I will miss his laugh, his knowledge, analysis, his love and compassion, his ruthlessness in the face of injustice and inequality. And Brooksy, if you can hear me, the regard with which you held Bill Fletcher Jr., Adolph Reed, Cornel West et al., that is the same regard in which I hold you. I was in awe of you, my friend, and shall continue to be. I will also continue to be a bedrock within my little community here. I agree that it is the greatest gift I can give, and I'll network as I promised you I would, and I will work for the people, and I will work to unite these people. Left is best, brother. Left is best. R.I.P.